HO connected shower heads, like I said, we've had little to no problems or customer complaints on those, how they function. The only time that we do get any sort of feedback on it is to do with the strainer found at the back of the shower heads, your traditional strainer found on the back of the shower heads. When debris or certain stuff like clog that part up. But other than that, no problems whatsoever with the internal workings. The chambers are pretty much designed where there are no moving parts, so that doesn't mean anything is going to malfunction or break or anything like that. It's just the natural form of the water passing through the chambers and coming out in a unique wave pattern. Before I continue on to the other technologies, I'd also like to give you a little one-on-one feel with one of their technologies, which I kind of jumped the gun on, which is the diamond seal technology. We're going to pass around a few of these diamond seal technology things right now. You can open it up, and inside you'd find two ceramic cartridges or ceramic pieces. One will be black with a kind of a shiny coating, and the other one will be, of course, white ceramic.
This unprecedented breakthrough is the first system of its kind, incorporating revolutionary new components. Specifically, replacing the popular ball valve with a diamond-coated ceramic disc. A diamond-coated ceramic disc that is encased in a superior closed cartridge system to ensure there are no leaks under the handle. A diamond coating that prevents mineral buildup in the water and eliminates sticking caused by mineral deposits that accumulate over time. A diamond coating that requires no internal lubricants, but rather polishes itself with every use, creating an impenetrable barrier to water that would outperform any traditional valve. No dynamic seals to wear out, and best of all, no metal parts exposed to the water. Our thinking was, let's put the metal where it matters. So we incorporated a stainless steel valve stem that won't break like its plastic counterpart, with the same consumer-preferred motion as our extremely popular ball valve.
Are there any questions regarding diamond seals so far? Yep. Right. Okay, so at least in Trinidad and Tobago, through Whan agencies, we give a full 5-year warranty on our products. So basically, if anything like that happens and it's not our installer's, let's say, fault or the client's fault, they won't do anything to damage it and it just bursts, then that will definitely fall under your warranty. And I think for that happening, even outside of 5 years, we would definitely make a warranty case against that, because that's not supposed to happen at all. Our water conditions in Trinidad, if certain debris gets up inside of the cartridge and causes it to not operate properly, then that is not the fault of a cartridge per se. That's the fault of a foreign object or debris getting up inside of there and causing a problem. But under testing, the diamond seal cartridge was able to outperform most ceramic cartridges. The industry standard for testing is about 500,000 cycles. The diamond seal cartridge was able to withstand that 10 times longer, up to 5 million cycles, before it started to give any sort of problem. But of course, in the real world, you may encounter some clients who may find a problem, but then you may also encounter some clients who never have a problem. So it's a case-by-case scenario, but we know that with the diamond seal technology, it definitely is an innovative way forward for the cartridge, and it's one of Delta's most proud technologies.
The way to make a faucet work well with the human hand is to make it act more like a hand. Meet Touch 2.0 technology. You only have to touch part of the handle or part of the spout, and the water switches on or off. Each fingertip has over 100 touch receptors. It's sensitive all over. Touch 2.0 technology brings this intuitive sensing to every part of a faucet's handle and body. All it takes is a touch, and you can turn the water off and on. Quickly switch off the flow to conserve water whenever you don't need it, without moving your hands too far from what you're doing. It's also cleaner. No need to touch handles when hands are dirty. Cross-contamination is reduced. On when you need it, and off when you don't. It's as intuitive as you are. Raise the wand and the hose retracts. So what are you waiting for? The finger has met its match. Save water and save time. Touch 2.0 technology. One more idea that makes Delta more than just a faucet. See what Delta can do.
That's pretty much, you guys are aware of that technology, I'm sure, where you just touch the faucet anywhere on the spout or the handle and it turns on and turns off. With that technology, we have encountered most problems due to sediment. And sediment getting inside of the solenoid. It's a great technology. People love it. Consumers love it, especially in the kitchen. It makes cooking, especially with roti and all kinds of things, when your hands get really dirty, so much easier by just using anywhere, the back of your hand, your elbow, whatever, to turn it on and turn it off. But the most widest problem we get with that is due to sediment. So what we recommend for our consumers who purchase that faucet or faucets that have that technology in it is to either invest in a small, inexpensive under-counter filtration sediment filter for under the kitchen counter, or your $300, I don't know the prices these days, but $300 regular whole house sediment filter. You can either do it on on the entire house or on the incoming line coming to the kitchen. That will greatly reduce any callbacks concerning touch faucets not operating as it should. Anybody else have any questions about the touch technology, or if anybody had experience with that and had any problems with it? Again, if there are any yep.
Any part of it is electronic?
What's that, sorry?
Any part of it is electronic?
Every part of it is touch sensored, activated, except for if it's a pull down version, the one that you actually pull down will not operate it, because of course that's something you're pulling down and playing with all the time. So that won't make any sense to have that being touch activated. But everywhere else, on the handle to the spout itself, the metal pieces, basically all the metal pieces are where it's activated. Sorry? It's battery operated. Battery operated, AA batteries, and a lot of our consumers ask us how often does those batteries last. Some customers don't have to change them out until a year has passed, or depend on the usage of how often they're in the kitchen, twice a year. If the sensors do go bad within your 5 years for any reason, we are covered under warranty. But in our years of carrying the technology ever since its inception, I think it's about 5 years ago, or even more than that, we've had very, very, very little callbacks in terms of that. Now, mind you, over the years, the technology has gotten better. When they first brought out this technology, I'll give you a little story. When they first brought out this technology, this was almost 10 years ago. And that faucet was able to do the touch activation, automatic, you just put your hand on automatic everything. And back then, what they did is that they used a part that NASA was working with to put inside that faucet. Well, that was many years ago. Now that has gotten so much more popular, the solenoids themselves have advanced from different models, getting better, have more features, and so on and so forth. There is one more technology that's built into the touch technology, which is at the bottom of every touch technology, you see a little indicator, a light, which is blue, when means good, everything is healthy, everything is good. Red means you need to change your battery, blinking red light. Or solid red means that something's wrong, you need to check that out. But now they've gone a step further by upgrading it from a simple LED light to now fiber optic light. And that fiber optic light can now change colors depending on the temperature of the water. So if it's cold, it's blue. If it's warm, it's magenta. If it's hot, it turns red. Right. I think you had a question there.
Yeah, I installed one where it was optional whether you could use battery or current. You could jack in a jack and
Yeah.
direct current.
Right, yeah. So you have those as well. You could do the current as well. For some customers, if they prefer that, they like that. But most customers, I would say, because of how simple it is. And also, a lot of our customers ask if they can't get batteries, can it operate manually? And the answer to that is yes, but they would have to go underneath the counter and just disconnect a line. You know, a simple disconnection will make it operate manually. They'd have to make sure that the solenoid is in the open position before they disconnect the line, of course, because if the solenoid is closed and you disconnect the line, it's not going to work. But once the solenoid is in the open position, you disconnect the line, which means that it's not reading anything signal exactly. It will operate as a regular faucet.